My name is Chef Katrina and welcome to RelivingRecipes.com. Today we're going to do a recipe that was submitted by an independent Reliv distributor to Reliv headquarters. This is called Shakin in Virginia. It was submitted by Kate of Virginia. So Kate, thank you so much for submitting this recipe. We're going to go ahead and use a mason jar as our blender for this one. It was actually recommended since so many of us like to use the bullet or any other and so many other different little mixers out there, that if you have a standard mixer or a blender, you could actually just use a mason jar as a substitution. So we're going to go ahead and just get this recipe underway. It calls for 1 cup of organic yogurt. So we just went with a regular yogurt, but go ahead and sneak that right in there. So we got 1 cup. It usually calls for a carton. A carton typically is going to be 1 cup of yogurt. Next, it calls for 5 frozen strawberries. So I have our 5 strawberries right here. These are actually came from downstate or down in the area. We have a great strawberry farm here in Florida where we get ours from Plant City. So I have that in there. It calls for 1/3 cup frozen blueberries. So we've got the blueberries that are frozen, so we're going to go ahead and add that right in there also. Oops, one escaped. Calls for a little bit of ice. I'm just going to go ahead with so much of that frozen in there. I'm just going to put 3 ice cubes in there. Next, it calls for 2 scoops of now, but Reliv changed the scoop on this one, so actually all we need is 1 full scoop of the Reliv now. So we're going to go ahead, and I always use the edge of the can to kind of scoop it or make it even. So we'll put that in. Next, it calls for 1 scoop of Provantage. Provantage is an awesome dietary supplement for anybody that goes and works out a lot, needs anything for like muscle recovery, bodybuilders, anything like that. This is a great product, a Reliv product to add to yours. So the 1 scoop of Provantage, and this is a mighty big scoop, but this adds a lot of protein into your diet. So if you want to just take this in the morning, then be done for the day, probably for a good morning part, it'll be great to keep you full until lunch. So we have everything in here. Now Kate actually says if you want to make this interesting for the kids, she says to throw in about 10 to 12 chocolate chips. So I've got a little bit of chocolate chips in here that we're going to go ahead and just pour right in. Maybe a little more than 12. We're going to go ahead, and like I said, we're going to take the blender that we would normally have. I took the bottom off of this. So we have the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and put it right on the top. We're going to just screw this on there like we normally would for the blender. I want to make sure it's on snug. So now we've got our version of the magic bullet. Put that right on there. Alright, well, we've got everything mixed up in here. I was about to turn the jar, but I wouldn't recommend that. Make sure you just lift off the blender. Flip that over. Unscrew. Take off the top. And this has become a very thick shake. We're going to go ahead and pour that into the cup. I would say this is going to be enough for 2 people, easily. So, we have our Shakin in Virginia. Let's go ahead and taste. That's really good. It's very blue in color too. This is a great shake all the way around. Shakin in Virginia has definitely got one of the great shakes out there. Thank you again. My name is Chef Katrina, independent Reliv distributor. Enjoying being here with you today. Thank you for visiting us at RelivingRecipes.com.